Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise. I'm back. Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. So, when last we left our intrepid heroes, Professor Layton and his assistant, Luke, you were looking for a cat. Very slowly. Because there are a lot of puzzles on the way, and I'm trying to do as many as I can. As many as I'm smart enough to do, I should say. That should give game music back. So, let's hop on in and continue from where we left off. We were in the restaurant where there was a puzzle that I couldn't solve. So let's try our story so far. Oh, we have a recap. The Professor and Luke make their way successfully to Reinhold Manor, where they meet Lady Dahlia. But before they can start talking, a loud noise startles Lady Dahlia's cat Claudia, who runs off. The Professor and Luke are now forced to find the missing feline. Alright, so here in this wonderful little restaurant, we got a puzzle from him, which we solved, but this guy's puzzle was a bit of a problem. Wanna try again, huh? Yep, bunch of genuine grade A puzzle nuts, just as expected. Puzzle number 25, equilateral triangle. Alright, so this one you have to make an equilateral triangle pointing up to pointing down. The catch is we can only move 3 coins, so why don't we give this a shot? If you flip the position of the base and the top rows of the triangle would point in the opposite direction. But moving the top row of the triangle requires you to move 6 coins. Why don't you try moving the base row? You don't really think it's impossible to flip the triangle by moving 3 coins, do you? Come on now. Think about it. You can only move 3 coins. You're dealing with 3-sided shape. This can't be a coincidence, now could it? There are 3 corners on a triangle. Since the triangle pictured here is pointing upward, only one corner points upward. The other 2 corners point downward. We're trying to reverse the direction of the triangle, so why not focus on rearranging the corners? Rearranging the corners. Those are all of our hints that we're gonna get. Reset. That does nothing. I'm trying to think. It says we can move the coins, but what if we just remove the coins, as in get rid of them? Not sure. This might be one of those trick puzzles, trick questions, or just one that tries to get you to do, lateral thinking. Try focusing on the corners. Like that! Holy crud! I think I did it!
That should do it.
Hey, look at that! All I needed was a break.
An answer.
All I needed was a break. There we go. That's right. The interesting thing about this puzzle is the way the whole triangle changes shape with the simple shifting of a few coins. The trick is to think about the corners of the first triangle, then it's easy to see the changes you need to make. Yep, just as I thought. You guys are a bunch of puzzle nuts. A strange gizmo! St. Mystere is full of puzzle lovers like you two, but not all of them are nice like me. Watch your back. I don't remember, any of the voices I gave characters, by the way, so bear with me. It's entirely possible that I'm just not gonna give them the same voices. You're still mad about something. Oh, this time I'm just livid! Just too much to take! The needle on my wrath meter is completely buried. Why am I so worked up, you ask? It's this blasted puzzle. I've been trying to work it out since yesterday. I just can't get it, and it has me so steamed I can't sleep. You stupid jerk of a puzzle! That was me on Tuesday. Come here and take a look, will you? Puzzle number 21. Pill prescription. A man has been prescribed 10 pills. Starting today, he must take 1 pill a day, but because the concentration of the medicine is different in each pill, he must take them in a specific order. Since the pills all look the same, the man has decided to write numbers on each pill to help him remember the order he needs to take them. How many pills does he have to number if he wants to keep track of the order? How many pills does he have to number? Not all of them. Technically 9. Because he would mark like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then assume 10. But it's gotta be more complicated than that, doesn't it? They each have a different dosage. He must take them in a specific order, so I guess 9. This seems odd.
Luke, here's my answer.
No. Okay, so it's definitely more complicated than that.
I suppose
What conditions will allow you to get away with labeling fewer than 10 pills? Okay. You can't just number every other one. Can you? No, if they each have a different... No, he'd have to mark... See, this is weird. Huh. Man has been prescribed 10 pills. Starting today, he must take 1 pill a day. But because the concentration of the medicine is different each pill, he must take them in a specific order. Pills all look the same. The man has decided to write numbers on each pill. So 8, because he would take 1 today. Just take it now. So let's try 8. Look, handwriting's hard when you're using a mouse.
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay. So that's the logic of it.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Good job. Since the man has to start taking his medicine today, the first thing he should do is take today's pill. Next, he should label the pills for days 2 through 9. If he does this, he shouldn't have to label the pill for the last day. It'll be the only one without a label. He needs to label 8 pills. So that was my logic of it, and hey, look at that. What were you thinking, man? And here I was ready to solve it all by myself. Why'd you have to go and ruin everything? The nerve! With that puzzle solved, I can finally sleep again. So I guess I owe you guys one. Thanks. I know you both have to work cut out for you today, so good luck. Hey, another strange gizmo. You have a puzzle now? Hehe. That guy gets so worked up he turns red like a tomato. He looks so dumb. Yes, he does. You don't happen to have another puzzle, do you? Just what is the golden apple anyway? Name can make a guy hungry, which can make a guy mad. Okay. You get mad so easily, sir. Sorry if you felt that vibration on my desk through the mic. My parents' cat decided to come visit me. Speaking of cats, and speaking of puzzles, that filthy jar reminds me of a puzzle I once heard. Layton! Stop! No! Number 26, bottle full of germs. Oh, that's a pleasant thought. The glass jar holds a single germ. After 1 minute, the germ splits into 2 germs. 1 minute after that, the 2 germs split again, forming a total of 4 germs. Continuing at this rate, a single germ can multiply in the whole jar in exactly 1 hour. Knowing this, how long in minutes would it take to fill a jar if you had started with 2 germs? 30. 60 minutes, you'd cut it in half. No, wait, it's an exponential growth. So I don't think that's right. This is a math problem. Why? Oh, okay. If it takes 60 minutes to fill the jar at the rate, so that's 1 to the 60th power. I'm getting a bloody calculator out. My phone should have a calculator. Does, doesn't it? Haven, you actually put a calculator on your phone at some point to make it useful, right? I totally didn't put a calculator on my phone. Calculator. See? You can see the calculator. Okay. Sorry you heard my desk. My desk is very loud. Does this have a exponential growth function? Doesn't look like it has an exponential growth function. Well, that doesn't help me. Okay. So, 1 goes into 2, which goes into 4, which goes into 16. Yada 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 to the 60th power. You know what, I'm just gonna put in 30.
How does this sound?
No, see, yeah, didn't think so.
Oh, I was sure I had it.
In 1 minute, 1 germ becomes 2 germs. In other words, the number of germs doubles by the minute. Straightforward, right? It takes a full hour to fill the jar when you start with 1 germ. So... oh, the math here is making my head hurt. I don't do math. We know this from last time. A glass jar holds a single germ. After 1 minute, the germ splits into 2 germs. 1 minute after that, the 2 germs split again, forming a total of 4 germs. Continuing at this rate, a single germ can multiply to fill a whole jar in exactly 1 hour. Knowing this, how long would it take to fill the jar if you started with 2 germs? I'm very suspicious of the way it's wording it now. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking. Ugh, I can't do math right now. You know what? Let's solve this puzzle later. It's not a tough one, Luke. I'm just an idiot. Wait. Open 10 a.m., shut 5 p.m. That might be useful information later. I just found a hint coin randomly in the wall. Fantastic. That means clicking the bloody wall over and over again. Oh, fine. Cat, what are you up to? Professor, there she is! Quickly then, use the fish bones. Here, Claudia. Come here, girl. Meow. Meow. We've done it, Professor. Here she comes. Excellent. Now we can head back to Reinhold Manor. Meow. Meow, meow. Hey, look at that. Chapter 2 solved. Having successfully caught Claudia, Professor Layton and Luke decide to head back to Reinhold Manor. We're becoming accustomed to moving around and investigating St. Mystere. Here's some advice to keep your investigation running smoothly. Some puzzles will disappear from their location as town as the story progresses. Fantastic! There's no need to worry. Most of the unsolved puzzles are sent to Granny Riddleton's shack in the village square. Visit often to track down puzzles you passed up and work toward completing every puzzle in the game. Okay, so this does have a feature where puzzles come back. Good. Something doesn't seem quite right, Professor. Professor, oh, it's simply awful. Come quickly, please. What's the matter, Matthew? If you're worried about the cat, we brought her back safe and sound. Oh, well, Adam will be very happy to hear that.
But this is no time to worry about a cat. Just hurry upstairs. They're right this way, please.
Oh god, there's been a murder, hasn't there? So, you're the famous Professor Layton, then. The name's Chelmy. Inspector Chelmy. I'm the inspector on this case.
Well, I'd hardly call it a case. If this is about Claudia, we brought her back safe and sound. Oh, Claudia! My baby! Mama missed you so much.
Meow. What's the cat doing here? Why on earth would you bring an animal into a crime scene? Have some sense.
We were out when this crime took place and don't know what's going on. Could you please fill us in?
There's been a murder, Professor. A man was killed here.
What? Who was murdered?
The victim was a resident of this address, one Simon Reinhold.
Simon was...
Approximately 2 hours ago, I received a report that a man had collapsed at Reinhold Manor. Upon arrival at the scene, it was apparent to me that Simon was already dead.
I see. And the cause of death?
I'm currently conducting an investigation to look into it. I'll just let you know right now, Mr. Layton, I'm looking at you as a potential suspect as well. The rest of the details concerning the investigation are classified.
Speaking of the details, who placed the call to the authorities?
Are your ears clogged? You deaf? Didn't I just tell you those details are classified? Alright, everyone. I'll be taking statements from each of you in the other room. Come in one by one. Let me make this clear. Under no circumstances is anyone to leave until I've talked to everyone. Ask about the murder. Oh dear. Well, this took a turn for the dark. You, first.
Imagine a murder in this very house. Brings a chill to my spine, it does.
You're a detective, are you not? Do hurry and find that monster that did this.
My good sir, I am no detective, but I agree that your concerns are certainly warranted. No one is safe until that criminal is behind bars.
My sentiments exactly. I just don't understand it. Simon could be snide, but he wasn't the type to be hated. If the criminal was after my brother's fortune, I could very well be the fiend's next target.
You have a point. If we narrow the motive to stealing the Reinhold fortune, there are a few potential suspects.
Good gracious, you don't think I'd do something like this now? Simon and I got along very well, I'll have you know. He wasn't very close with Augustus, though. You know, all that talk of families has me contemplating a puzzle I once heard. Wait, what? What is wrong with you? Murder! This is no time for puzzles!
6 brothers have gathered around a table to eat dinner. Each of the brothers is prone to fighting with the other siblings directly above and below him in age. He can't be seated next to either of them. Also, brothers 3 and 5 got into an argument the other day and refused to sit next to each other. The eldest brother, brother 1, has already sat down at the big table and is waiting the others to start eating. Can we keep seating arrangement that will keep everyone from fighting from each other? Okay, so 3 and 5 cannot be next to each other. You can't be next to 2 or 5, I guess. No. I guess you just can't be next to 2. So 2 can be here, here, or here. So let's just put 2 down. 3, you can go there, so you're not next to 5. That means... No, 3 can't be there. 4 has to be there. Means 5 has to be here. No, because that puts 3 here, and 3 can't be here. He has to be here, and 6 goes there. So that doesn't work also. Oh, this is a lot more confusing than it looks. Alright. And I can't move 1. Okay, so let's put 3, 4, 5, or 6 on either side of you. 3 and 4. That way 4 doesn't sit next to 3 for whatever reason. 5 can't go there, so 6 has to go there. 5 can't go there then, no. So that won't work. Let's put 5 here. So 3 and 5 are opposite each other. 2, 6, 4. Well, what do you know? That wasn't too hard. Oh no! 2 and 3 are next to each other. I almost clicked submit! This is a lot more confusing than it looks. Wait, let's put that there. Doesn't that work? Yeah, that works fine. 2, 4, 6, 3, 1, 5. Yeah. Hey, look at that.
I think I've got it. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Inverting this arrangement horizontally will result in a correct answer. The boys are shown and there shouldn't be any trouble. The mirror image of the CD-ROM image is also a valid answer. Finally, a meal in peace. Oh yes, so that's the answer. Thank you for clearing up that puzzle. We're still no closer to finding Simon's killer. That's what I said! I assure you I had nothing to do with it, so please go and find the real murderer. Of course. I understand your position. It appears I am a suspect too. I'll find out what I can. Found a strange gizmo. Why don't we clear up the gizmos real fast? Shall we? Gizmos! You! Go there. You go there. You go there. Voila! Things are coming along. Still don't have many painting pieces, though. But let's, Matthew, did you notice any strange characters around the manor at the time of the incident? Not a soul, I'm afraid. I didn't even know about Master Simon until Inspector Chalmey showed up. And where is Simon's body now? I didn't see this, but I was told that the inspector carried the body out shortly after arriving. I see. Well, it looks like for the moment we are without a lead on this case. Ah, but you know, I found this in the room where Master Simon's body was discovered. Why didn't you give that to the inspector? What is this? I'm sorry to say I have no idea. But I thought it might be a clue, so I made sure to hold on to it. No, that's not what you're supposed to do with clues. Amazing. It's a cog so small that one could search the room and miss it. Look, it has an engraving. Dropped cogs was added to your list of mysteries. A small cog. I know a puzzle about an object that almost fits that description. What? Are you joking? Puzzle? At a time like this, why is Luke the voice of reason? Why is Luke the voice of my reason? Puzzle number 28. Find the dot. 30 picarets. You're holding an 8-pointed shape with a red dot on it. If you hold the shape so that the red dot is in the position shown in diagram A, then flip it over, you'll see a black dot as depicted below. Okay, so flip, that means the black dot would be right where my mouse is. Now assume you're holding the shape as shown on the left side of diagram B. So rotate it 2 down. So if you, no, I'm sorry, rotate 3 down, 2, 3. So if we go from there, 1, 2, 3, the black dot should be here. Draw a circle around where you think the black dot should go. Right there. Wait, no. No. Hold on. Haven, you almost messed up. So it wouldn't be there, it'd be here. No, hold on. This is supposed to be really simple. I don't get why I'm messing it up. 1, 2 makes the dot appear over there. So 1, 2 makes the dot appear over here. Which, when you flip it, would put it right there. Okay.
Luke, here's my answer.
I was trying to overcomplicate it in my head.
Another puzzle solved.
Which is a recurring theme. That's right, take a look at the diagram for the answer. The black dot's position when A faces forward. Black dot's position when A faces backwards. Rotate A to B, When B faces backward, the black dot is on the right. So, just like I said. My apologies. I'm afraid I don't know anything that would aid your investigation. Not at all. The small gear is more than enough for us to go on. But I do wonder why you're giving this to us. I believe you are a good man, Professor. I confident you will put the whole of the puzzle together. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Matthew. Strange Gizmo! Oh, hey! What's up, Inspector Shelmy? Is this everyone who was present at the site of the crime? I believe we are missing Ramon, sir. Ramon? Where is he and what on earth is he doing? Matthew, fetch Ramon at once. To be honest, madam, thinking on it, I've not seen Ramon for a few hours now. What? Don't tell me he was taken as well. No, hold on a moment. He's a suspect too. Perhaps he fled the scene of the crime. Where could he be at a time like this? What if the murderer got Ramon too? Oh no. Talk to you people again. Hey, where did Lady Dahlia go? I believe Madame has retired to the adjoining room to relax on her own. She's a strong woman, but it's only natural she'd need a rest after a terrible event like this. Very well then. Would you please let her know that I have something I'd like to talk to her about? But of course, Professor. Please wait here. Lady Dahlia might act like an ice queen, but I guess even she got shaken by today's events. Luke, if you ever wish to become a true gentleman, you'll need to start showing a little more sensitivity. Oh, of course, Professor. I apologize. That was wrong of me. Madam will see you now. Just head back through that doorway to the left. Well, I'll talk to you first. Just in case you have another puzzle. Poor Simon. Murdered right here. I'm absolutely terrified. Bring this criminal to justice, I beg you. Alright, off we go. New room! That means we're looking for coins first. Well, those were 2 easy coins. What a lovely vase. Curtain. I bet that picture behind her is gonna be a coin. So we'll worry about the next coin later. Lady Dahlia, I have a deep suspicion this murder is connected to the mystery of the golden apple. What? It's too early to say for sure. But I think that it's highly probable the 2 matters are linked. And you think that Ramon is somehow involved in this? Potentially, yes. However, as of yet, we don't have enough information to draw any solid conclusions. I see. If that's the case, I have a request for you, Professor. Find Ramon and bring him back here to me. It sickens me that I'm being considered a suspect in this brutal crime. I must prove my innocence at once. As you wish, Lady Dahlia. We will ask around town to see what we can find. I appreciate your help, Professor. Sorry, my voice is failing me right now. My throat's a little messed up. Well then, I'll be waiting for the good news in the parlor. Chapter 3, The Missing Servant. Comb St. Mystere for clues about Ramon's disappearance. Save! We still have a good 30 minutes before the first break, so let's move on. Oh, it wasn't a coin, it was a puzzle. Well, it's not a puzzle. Oh hey, I recognize that woman. Look at this picture. What is it, Professor? Oh, isn't that Lady Dahlia? She's holding a baby. That baby must be Baron Reinhold's daughter, then. Laura was her name, wasn't it? Gosh, what a cute baby. Lady Dahlia hasn't changed much, has she? No, Luke. They say true beauty never ages. I suppose so, Professor. But even so, it makes me wonder. Maybe we can ask Lady Dahlia about it. Huh. That seems important. Oh, hey, there's the coin. So we're good to move on. Inspector! By the way, Layton, I hear you're something of a puzzle connoisseur. This puzzle was popular in London when I left.
I wonder if you have what it takes to solve it.
Seriously?
I'm gonna be saying that a lot, aren't I? There's going to be a lot of dumb reasons people give you puzzles.
Puzzle number 29. It's 5 suspects, or 20 picarettes. 5 suspects are called into police headquarters for questioning. They give the following statements. 1 of the 5 of us is lying. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 of us are lying. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. All 5 of us are dirty, rotten liars. The police only want to release suspects who are telling the truth. How many people should they let go?
Okay, hold on. 1 of the 5 of us is lying. That could be the truth, if you consider that it could be 1 or more. But I think they'd be they'd specifically say 1 or more if that was the case. 2 of the 5 of us are lying. I know these guys, and 3 of the 5 of us are lying. Don't listen to the word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. Oh, these are tough ones. All 5 of us are lying. Okay, E says 5 of us are lying. If that's the case, no one goes free. But she can't be telling the truth, because if she was, she would have to be lying. So she's a liar. But if she's lying, then... Okay. Her statement has to be false. But she also has to be a liar. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down on my handy-dandy notebook. They're just post-it notes. Okay, so E equals liar. I'm not even going to tell you how I spelled liar when I wrote it down the first time, because my brain doesn't want to do that. So we're going to work backwards. That means D. Don't listen to a word they say. Out of the 5 of us, 4 are lying. If that is true, he's the only one telling the truth. But that can't be true, right? Actually, that can be true, can't it? So D, possible truth. Possible truth. C, I know these guys, and 3 out of the 5 of us are lying. If that's a true statement, D cannot be a true statement. Because they all bloody contradict each other. The only one that makes sense is D. Because otherwise everybody contradicts each other. So I'm just going to put, how many people should I let go? 1. Let's see what happens.
Luke, here's my answer.
Hey, look at that!
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's right. Every suspect accused a different number of people. If anyone was telling the truth, it had to be the one suspect, no more, no less. The only suspect whose statement fits this condition is D. Looks like he's a free man now. Hey, look at that! I suppose I should have given you a tougher puzzle. You do your best to use that brain of yours to find the golden apple everyone is puzzled out. That is the entire point of why we're here. Just saying. Hey, Dahlia. Pardon me, but what happened? But we happened upon an adorable picture of you and your daughter Flora a moment ago. I beg your pardon? The picture of you holding a baby, the one that sits in the next room. I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never had any children. Huh? My apologies, madam. I must have been mistaken. At any rate, time is of the essence here. Go find Ramon and bring him back, would you? If that's not Lady Dahlia in the photograph, then who on earth could it be? I think we'd do well to ask the butler a few questions. Perhaps he could clear this up for us. That's interesting. Matthew, little help, please. Ah, Matthew, do you have a moment? Certainly, sir. How can I help you? It's about the picture of Lady Dahlia upstairs, the one of her holding a small child. Ah, yes, about that old picture. That's not Lady Dahlia, I'm afraid.
It's a picture of Baron Reinhold's former wife. I certainly understand why you could mistake one for the other. They were virtually identical in their appearance, their gesture, and even in the way they moved. So that photo isn't of Lady Dahlia, but of an earlier wife of the Baron. Wow, imagine finding someone who looks that much like you. What are the odds? Is there a chance the two were relatives of each other? I've never heard anything to suggest as much, sir. It just happened one day. The Baron arrived home, and at his side was Lady Dahlia. I'm sorry to say that's all I really know about the matter. Not at all. You've been most helpful. Thank you, Matthew. How odd. The more I hear, the stranger the whole affair starts to sound. Lady Dahlia was added to your list of mysteries. Yeah, that's a bit of a mystery, alright. Let's go ahead, take care of the gizmo. Clear up some things on our menu, shall we? Boom. We just have another leg, some part of the torso, and a ton of stuff on the head. Journal. Claudia found. It was a long struggle that cost Luke some scratches to his face and perhaps his pride. We finally managed to catch Claudia. I think now we can appropriate time to make our way back to the mansion. The murder. Upon our return to Reinhold Manor, we were greeted with the awful news of Simon's murder. Seeing Lady Dahlia's distress, I've agreed to search the village for a missing servant. The inspector investigating the murder seems to suspect I have something to do with it. Okay, mysteries. Tiny cogs. Small cog was with an intricately carved insignia was recovered from the scene of Simon's murder. Perhaps the murderer dropped it, fleeing the scene. Noise crank tiny cogs. So there's some sort of machinery inside the house. That's very unusual. Baron Reinhold's late wife Violet is pictured cradling a baby. Late wife Violet? Okay, so now we know the name of the late wife. Pictured cradling a baby in the photograph of Lady Dahlia's desk. When the two women seem to be complete strangers to each other, their resemblance to each other is too uncanny to be chance. What's really going on here? Alright, let's go ahead and keep looking for Ramon. Oh hey! What's up? Oh, she has Ramon's glasses! Wow. Those are Simon's glasses! But how on earth did they end up here? This could be a key clue in the investigation. I think it's best if we brought this to Inspector Chelmy. What's the matter, Layton? Mr. Layton. Inspector, take a look at these. These glasses belong to Simon. We found them out in the garden. What the? I imagine they simply fell off the body when it was being carried out of the village. Besides, if you have enough time to manage the village lost and found, didn't you be searching for the Reinhold inheritance or whatever it is you're supposed to be doing? Of course, if you continue to interrupt the investigation, I have some ideas about what you can do. My sincerest apologies, Inspector. I don't like that Chelmy one bit. He reeks of smoke and he's so full of himself. The way he treats you, Professor, is just too much. Luke, my boy, pay it no mind. Right now we have other priorities. Let's go ask it around town and find Ramon. Ramon? Well, I'm calling him Simon. And then I changed the pronunciation for Ramon. Oh, hey! I don't know the pronunciation. If anybody knows, let me know. Lucky you fretting away there. Whatever's the matter? Sorry to trouble you. Did you see Ramon around here today? He was here until just a while ago. Now, I can't say I've seen him much today, which is strange, considering how often he sneaks off the job. But enough of that. I hear you're quite an ace with puzzles. Would you mind helping me with a puzzle I've been mulling over? Oh, right now. We're sort of in the middle of something right now, but if you insist... Layton almost refused a puzzle. I think that's gotta be some sort of record. One line puzzle 1, number 30. 30 picarets. Have you heard of one-line puzzles? The idea is to place your pen into paper and draw a shape without lifting your pen from the pad or tracing any part of the line. You can, however, cross lines. Now you're familiar with the concept, look at the 4 pictures below. One of them cannot be drawn with one line. Which one is it? Okie dokie. Huh. If you go from here, here, boom, 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 boom. So this one is not it. This one totally can be done with one line. Follow these all the way up, and then do this type of number. You'd totally be able to draw this. So it's not this either. So these two can totally be done. It's either this one or this one, obviously. Shoot. That one totally can be done, so I'm gonna say it's the bottom left.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Very nice. There's actually a very easy way to tell whether or not a picture can be drawn in one stroke. The method will be revealed to you after you solve one more of these riddles. No! Curse you! That's not very nice.
That's some fine work there. I was stuck in this puzzle for I don't know how long. Oh, you there, boy. I just had a terrible vision of you running into trouble tonight. So be careful out there, alright? Well, that was a welcome piece of news. Don't worry about me, because I don't scare easy.
Strange Gizmo. There's always something in this bloody boat. But I guess not this time. Sir! You, sir!
Hey, you two, what are you up to? Let me in on a secret. I got it. Don't tell me. I told you I got it. Quit searching for I was searching for somebody, eh? Hitting the streets for info, yeah? Sorry, I haven't seen your man.
Are you sure you didn't see or hear anything that might help us?
No, I got nothing for you. Quit asking me about it, Seesh.
I see. Well, in any case, thank you for your time.
Oh yeah, and good luck with your crazy search. 2 crazy kids on a crazy search, right? Right. But definitely do not go poking around the tower on the north side of town. Got it? Yeah, you got it.
The tower on the north side of town? How do you even get to that part of town? Do you remember that clock tower in the square? I believe we must pass through it. It is to the north side of town. Let's go check it out. Ah, so we have our destination. Oh, whoa, hey. Is this the puzzle that I didn't do before? Oh, look, another candle, Luke. This reminds me, have you heard this one before? Oh no, number 33. Light which one? You have only one match left. You want to light the room with an oil lamp, start your fire, and warm the room, and heat your bathwater. In what order should, in order to complete all the actions, which should you light first? So you would have to light one and then use that to light all the rest. And to light the room with an oil lamp, start the fire to warm the room, and heat your bathwater. In order to complete all the above actions, which should you light first? Couldn't you use the same match to light them all anyway? Or is that just... or am I just being too logical? Okay. It strikes me that the lamp would make the most sense. Because you would just take... that would be awkward to use. Cute. Cute game.
I think I've got it.
It was a trick question.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
That's right. The first thing you need to do is light the match itself. Without a fire source, how do you possibly start to take care of the lamp, the bathwater, and the fireplace? Ah, I'm on to you, game! Wonderful work, Luke. That is indeed the answer. I don't see anyone minding the shop at the moment. Perhaps we should leave for now. Pine bed. Let's go to Layton's. That's the first real piece of furniture that we've gotten so far. More puzzles! Those candies look absolutely scrumptious, don't they? Luke, those candies just gave me an idea for a splendid idea for a puzzle. Have a listen to this. So now he's coming up with them on the spot. Number 32, candy jars. You have 10 jars filled with 50 pieces of candy each. You then pour the candy into small bags and attempt to set half a jar in each bag. Now you have 20 bags of candy. What is the percentage likelihood that there are an average of 25 pieces in a single sack? 25 pieces of candy per sack. %. It's an average of 25 pieces of candy in a single sack. I mean, yeah, if you're splitting the jars in half and getting 20 bags of candy.
I think I've got it. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Don't read too much into these. I almost read too much into it. Very good. You had 50 pieces of candy in 10 jars, giving you a total of 500 pieces of candy. You divided 500 pieces into 20 bags, so of course the mathematical average of this piece would be 25 pieces back. There we are. Once you discern that the question is saying, the problem is a rather simple one, isn't it? More strange gizmos. Got our first doggy ear. Let's look around just in case there are any other sneaky puzzles. No sneaky puzzles. Okay. Let's go then. That's the clock tower you were talking about, right, Professor? Yes, quite right. Someone's standing under the entrance. Uh-oh. There seems to be a puzzle embedded in this door. I could have sworn there was nothing there a minute ago. Fascinating. This puzzle appears to be acting as some sort of lock for the door. How delightful. Luke, my boy, why don't you give this puzzle a try? I'm almost certain the door will open if you solve it. Layton, isn't that breaking and entering? It's a little bit breaking and entering. Puzzle number 58. Get the ball out. 1. Can you get the red ball out of this maze? Slide obstructions blocks out of the way and clear your path. The problem can be solved in as few as 12 moves. Move blocks out of the way by sliding your stylus across them. Move the red ball in a similar fashion. Slide the ball to the hole by moving blocks. Okay. Wait, restart. That doesn't help. Well, I didn't do it in 12 moves.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Well done. With all those blocks in the way, getting your ball to the goal was harder than you expected, wasn't it? Not really. Eternal Sword would totally give tips if you ever played a Professor Layton game. Well, you shouldn't give tips. In the title. But, I'm not, remember, be very careful. No tips, even when I'm hint coining it up. Unless I've spent all 3 hint coins, it's very, or hints, it's very unlikely I'll ask for help. But I might, if I plan to 100% this game, or at least finish all the puzzles. Very nice. The door should open up right up now. English is hard. Alright, well, now we can enter the house we just broke into. Hello, ma'am. Do you mind if I ransack all the wonderful coins? You have a tiny house inside your house. Are you aware that you have a tiny house inside your house? Hey, look, all 3 hidden coins.
Why, howdy. Do you often find yourself hopelessly, achingly, painfully stuck on puzzles? Well then, Sonny, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Granny Riddleton's Puzzle Shack.
Granny Riddleton? Where can we find this lady? Luke, really?
Isn't it obvious? She's right in front of you, boy. No wonder you have trouble solving puzzles.
That is entirely accurate.
Yes, you are gazing at that beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton, guide to the puzzled puzzlers.
Beautiful and clairvoyant? Professor, do you know what she's going on about? Fret not, Luke. Why don't you let me do the talking here? You're being kind of a bitch. Sorry to disturb you, Miss Riddleton, but by clairvoyant, do you mean that you say you have psychic powers? Can you do things like, say, pick a criminal out of a crowd, or visualize the locations?
Pshaw, any fortune teller can do that. So what if I can see a few days in the future? Big whoop! My specialty, you see, is puzzles. Puzzles people forget about, puzzles people miss. Surely you boys have had a few of those, hey? No need to turn red. It happens to the best of puzzlers. What I do, you see, is take those poor lost little puzzles and invite them to stay with me.
Wow, so those puzzles that we tried but weren't able to solve, those puzzles are here now?
Hee. Looks like you finally figured out what makes me so amazing, boy. Go ahead and give it a knock on the door to that little shack behind me. Inside you'll find rows of cute little jars, each of them stuffed with a forgotten puzzle. I bet you can find those lost puzzles of yours somewhere in the midst of all my pretties.
Okay, why don't we give it a shot? There's supposed to be jars here. Have I seriously found all the puzzles so far or something? Okay. There are no puzzles here.
Why, howdy.
Oh, seriously? You're gonna go through the whole thing again? Oh, no, she's not.
On the other hand, if you leave too many puzzles unsolved, they might not all fit in the cottage. If that's the case, you can see the rest of your lost puzzles by tapping the little broom over here. Now go on, see what you have waiting inside the cottage.
Okay, so I'll check one more time. If it's empty, that means we just haven't lost it, not found any yet. Alright, well, before we go talk to these guys, because they seem kind of important. Do you have anything important to say, sir?
I hear you've been investigating St. Mystere. Feel free to continue, but stay away from that tower. The place brings misfortune upon the village, and I strongly advise you to keep your distance.
Everybody doesn't seem to like that tower. Too bad, because it's the only interesting thing in the bloody town. Nope. Nothing new here. Just figured I'd look. You, sir, with the watch.
Is it true what they're saying about a murder at Reinhold Manor? A murder in our little village. The very thought gives me goosebumps. And a great idea for a novel. Oh, excuse my insensitivity. I'm just always on the lookout for new ideas. How can I help you?
We're looking for Ramon. Have you seen him around?
Oh no, can't say I have seen him today. But if you're searching around town and you turned up nothing, he's probably at the park or in the tower. You know, somewhere the villagers don't normally go.
The tower, huh?
Oh, you should stay as far away from the tower as possible. There are all sorts of bad rumors about it.
Sure seems that way. We keep running into people who say that. Just what are the rumors?
That's, you know, bad stuff.
There's something really scary about that tower. Okay, well that was ominous. You don't have a puzzle for me, sir.
Hey there. You've been pretty busy solving puzzles, huh? You want to pass through here? You need to solve at least 12 puzzles first.
Wait, there's a puzzle gate system? Really?
But it looks like you've already done that. Well, I guess I just lied to you then. you really want to pass through here, you're gonna have to solve one more puzzle. Puzzle number 35, Strange Dots. The dice below look normal enough, but if you look carefully, you can see a pattern start to emerge. You know the following. A equals 0, B equals 9, and C equals 6. What does D correspond to? B, 9, is just if you rotate it. Is it really that easy? I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Wait, it's a clock. Look. Yeah, that's totally a clock. D must be 3. No, not a 2. I clearly put a 3, see?
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
That's right, the dots on each die represent the hands of an analog clock. Way to go! You've earned it, mister, so come on through. Are you still after that scary cat?
We are looking for one of Reinhold's employees now. He's a man by the name of Ramon. You haven't seen him, have you?
I'm gonna keep mixing up his name just because I don't know the pronunciation. So instead of making some people happy and some people mad, I'm just gonna make everybody mad. So I'm an equal opportunity commentator. Raymond, huh? Yeah, I think I might have. Oh gosh, where did I see that guy? Maybe you're better off asking someone else. Go ask Lucy. She's standing under the clock tower. Hey, more strange gizmo. We can finally pass through the clock tower on the north side of town. Exciting! Can't wait to see what's in store for us here. Hey, look at that. Alright, well, let's clean up some stuff in our menu. First, the journal. Beyond the clock tower. Large gate blocks the way. In order to investigate Northside Village, it is imperative we make our way through the village, but how do we get through? A positively gargantuan gentleman named Deke stands in front of the clock tower gate and has refused us through unless we solve 12 puzzles. That's easy enough, but it is a bit odd. Everyone in this village seems to have a curiously strong affinity for puzzles. A curiously strong affinity? Going back to that title. We finally succeeded in passing through the gate and made our way to the north side of town. The roads here are winding and narrow. Surely one of these people knows something about Ramon's whereabouts. I'll be sure to ask around. Okay. Gizmos. Attach. Attach. And attach. Oh, God! Disembodied eyes. That's not creepy at all. In. The place is still rather empty, isn't it? Well, let's give that to you. That's basic, but it does a trick. There. Now they both have somewhat even happiness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save. And this is an excellent place to take our first break.